Okay, Brad, I once again have another follow-up from a story from last week's podcast.
Perfect.
Do you remember that one time on the podcast I told you the story about how we chained my dog Lucky to a trampoline and he ran away with the trampoline?
Yes.
Okay, and then the week after that, I told you that we actually watered my dog to try and electrocute him further so he could feel the pain from the electric fence?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So it's that same story. I got to see my grandpa for Easter, and I was talking to him about it. I was like, now my dad is saying that this is your idea. Do you remember this? And he just starts laughing. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember trying to water Lucky. And he goes, "Did your dad tell you about the time he tried to run him over in his car?" And I was like, "What?
Tried to run him
over."
Okay.
So then I talked to my dad about it, and yeah, I guess it kind of like took a little like, I think it did something to like Caitlin, like it like took a little like bite at her or something, or like frustrated him, and so he just started chasing Lucky through the field in our minivan. We had a van called the Pee van because cats would get in it and pee. That's a whole different story, I guess. But yeah, he tried to run over my dog.
What?
And I guess that's just life on the farm. I don't know. He never told us that.
It's just cutthroat or
yeah,
drive over throat. Like,
drive over.
Yeah. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast. All right.
Episode 101.
101, baby. California
Dreamboat.
Yeah.
Highway 101.
California.
We're on location this week.
Almost in California. Feels like California.
California time zone. Well,
yeah.
Not time zone, California time.
Tell me what that means.
So we're in the mountain time zone, but
Arizona
right now, doesn't do daylight savings. So in the summer,
we're 2 hours.
We are Pacific.
Yeah. Yeah. I was texting somebody earlier who's getting a table delivered to him. It was
Congrats.
2 o'clock.
Congrats.
Yeah, you're welcome. Or thank you. I was anticipating the next thing. And it was like 2 o'clock here. And he's like, yeah, I got to take my son to baseball practice real fast. I was like, at 2 o'clock? On a Thursday?
Yeah, let him go to school.
Yeah.
That's more important right now.
I was like, oh no, in Maryland it's 5 o'clock. That's wild. So
Maryland's crazy.
It was. It's a wild time. So yeah, man, Arizona's a nice place. Apparently.
Arizona's nice. We're here. We're in the dining room of Trey and I's Airbnb.
Yeah.
We packed all of our podcast equipment up. It's quite a bit. I'd say it's, 10 to 15 pounds worth.
Oh yeah.
We're holding our microphones. Couldn't fit the mic stands.
I don't know if pounds or kilos is the right metric to use these, because let's talk about
talk about that. Let me go grab the packaging.
So as we're going through security at the airport, I just noticed that Isaac gets flagged. One of those like, hey, you need to come over here. We got to take a look at something in your bag, and I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, like. Because he didn't take out any of the equipment, I don't think. They take out this huge like bubble wrapped thing, and I don't know much about drugs, but every single
it looks about like this
show I've ever seen that has drugs in it, that they find like a kilo of cocaine, it was the exact size and look and like weight, like the way that he held it and everything. I was like, they're going to think we're smuggling something in there, and they're like, what is this? And I was just like so matter of factly, it's a microphone.
It's a microphone for Ghostrunners podcast every Monday morning with Jay and Brad.
Yeah, you know the podcast. Hundreds of thousands of people listen every week. So anyway. And so then, yeah, he gets flagged, and we're not in like a huge hurry because we were both like, we're all just so irresponsible. So we didn't check in until the last minute. And so we're all boarding group like C47.
Noobs.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. With Catherine, I'm like, B5 every time. Mm-hmm. But here, if I'm by myself, I apparently don't know how to function. So yeah, anyway, but we're in a little bit of a hurry. And so I'm like, okay, hopefully I can get this through. And then Harrison gets flagged for something. I'm like, gosh, they probably got him with a kilo too.
A kilo of something.
And turns out Harrison, they were fine with his podcast equipment, but Harrison forgot to unpack his pliers from his bag. And so they're like, what are you going to use these for, huh?
He's like, to unpackage the kilo of Coke in that guy's bag.
That bubble wrap works really well. You got to use this thing to get it off. So it was just like, oh my gosh.
Why did he have pliers? It would make sense for the woodworker of the group.
Yeah,
Either
sure.
of the woodworkers to have pliers.
I think he said that he just had them in his bag and he forgot to take them out, but he didn't never know why he put them in his bag originally. So
That's a Harrison thing. I don't even know
it was
why.
awesome. It was
why
hilarious.
he's in here.
Yeah. So, but they let him keep the pliers.
Really? They just
Yeah.
needed to know like a reason why he had them. Or
I mean, if
something?
Jason Bourne had those pliers,
do a
he'd
lot of
take down
things.
a lot of planes. So, luckily Harrison's not Jason Bourne. We made it to Arizona just fine. We actually somehow, I was literally C-47 and we somehow we didn't get in a row together. Harrison and Isaac sat next to each other and I sat on the aisle. And so
Okay.
we were all three in a row. It was great.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Mostly just slept, but still it was fun to be by each other.
You haven't flown in a while. What'd you think?
It was fine. It was kind of weird falling asleep with a mask on.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause then you
Did
wake
get
up.
reprimanded?
No?
I get in trouble a lot.
For falling asleep?
No.
Wake up!
I'm like, Dad. Oh, sorry. You're just the stewardess. No, I feel like I can't help but like my mask will fall down when I'm sleeping and they'll like wake me up like over the nose, please, sir.
Oh, really?
Over the nose. I'm like, I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I'm unconscious.
Right.
I'm in the window seat.
You
I'm
think you
not-
like itching your face or something? Or
I'm guessing I must, maybe I'm a mouth breather. Maybe my jaw's moving a little bit.
yeah.
Maybe I'm a little bit of an anti-masker subconsciously,
Maybe.
and it comes out in my
Yeah.
dream life.
That
I don't
could be.
know.
Yeah, it was fine. It was like a 3-hour flight. We're going to Hawaii next week, and so that's going to be a long mask time. That's a long mask time.
It's a long mess time.
Ooh, that was a long mask trip right there.
It is.
Ooh,
I mean,
Hawaii.
when you've got layovers, or I forgot where I went recently. Oh, I think it was when I went down to Florida. I flew to Atlanta, 2.5-hour flight, then a 3-hour layover, then another hour-and-a-half flight.
Right.
It's like I've had my mask on for 8 hours. And I'm not going to complain because nurses do it for 12, but I am going to get
you are
sweaty.
gonna complain a little
I
bit.
am going to notice my upper lip feeling weird.
Oh, it was wonderful whenever they delivered the pretzels. I milked those pretzels. I nursed them. Like I just so slowly ate those
You
pretzels.
milk the pretzel. They have pretzel milk now.
They do.
I think
That's
for
right.
people like you
It's
who
pretty good.
found out how to milk pretzels.
They're like, "Do you want more to drink?" I was like, "Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chew this ice as long as I can. I'm gonna suck on it." So it was fine trip. And so anyway, let me tell you about once we get to the airport though, in Phoenix.
Yeah.
We had some fun, guys. So I guess the main theme of everything is just that we're just bachelor kind of guy. We're just three guys by ourselves. No women. No responsibilities really. And so Isaac was the one that booked the Airbnb. We'll get there.
Good for him.
But Isaac's like, hey, like, first of all, great for Isaac for being 20 years old and taking care of the Airbnb. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Like I would have done it eventually, but he did a good job of being proactive with it. And it wasn't like he was proactive, weeks in advance. He was proactive like 1 week in advance. Probably.
Sure. Not bad.
So, and he's like, yeah, but I can't do the rental car. So one of you is going to have to do that. So I looked it up I think the day before, I'll be honest, maybe 2 days before, trying to get a rental car. And it was like, it says there's not really anything online, which is weird. Let's just get there and we'll find it. We'll find it. Either one at the airport or we'll find one, close by. Cause I'm like, in Kansas City, you can there's a million places to rent a car. We can find one around. Long story short, Arizona was not the same way. We get there to the, rental car terminal thing. We had to take a bus, 5-10 minutes away from the airport to get there. It's not a quick drive.
No, it is
not an
nice
easy drive.
though. As far as that rental car terminal is nicer than Kansas City's entire airport.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
This is just for Thrifty and Fox.
Right.
They have a nice.
Yeah. Airport rental Java cafe or something in there. Golly. But anyway, we get there and we're just like, let's just go to different places and see if they have any cars. And every single one of them, they stop you almost immediately. And they're like, do you have a reservation? No. Okay. We're all sold out. And I was like, is there any place that has them? They're like, try Fox. So first of all,
Fox sucks. They might have some.
pretty much. I've never heard of Fox. Have you heard of Fox before?
I've seen the logo. It's blue, right?
Yeah, blue and
Yeah,
yellow. So we go over to Fox and it has a sign that says cars available. We're like, great.
That's a great sign to see when you need a
wonderful.
rental car.
Right. That's what you expect all of them to be like. That's literally what they do is have rental cars. So I'm like, hey, this is what we need. This is the time. And this guy's like, yeah, we have some cars, but we're stupid expensive right now. That's the words used. We're stupid expensive.
We are stupid.
I
I'm
was like-
going dummy.
I was like, well, okay. He's like calculating it. He's like, I don't even want to tell you how much they cost. And I'm like, why? That's your job.
Can you though?
I was like, just give it to me. And I think it was 3 days total and it was going to be $1,048. And we're like, yeah, we're not going to pay that.
You're like, just to make sure, we didn't reserve a Cybertruck or anything, right?
Right.
This is like a car that's already exists. And
Yeah,
it's
I
just
think
like
it
a
was
sedan.
like it wasn't the compact. We're not going to like squeeze into like, clown car, but E equals MC squared, smart car. Why are you so smart? But it was like so tiny, like, what a normal car, and $1,048 total. And we're like, no. And I was like, is there anywhere else that might have some stuff? And they're like, try budget or try whatever they said, Payless or something like that. We went down there.
Payless?
Yeah.
I don't think it was Payless.
No, I think it was.
Payless shoes?
Not the shoe source. Payless. I think it's what it's called.
Try Dollar General. I don't know. I'm just saying stores. They might have cars.
The D-Tree might have some, long story short, just nothing was available at all anywhere, pretty much within reasonable price. And so shout out to Isaac, had the genius idea. And what we ended up doing was we called U-Haul.
This is great.
And we're like, hey, you got anything for rentals? And a few of them didn't even have rentals for U-Hauls. But we found one eventually that was a 9-foot cargo van.
Sure.
And it cost $19.95 a day plus
How do you
mileage.
know?
How do you know? Because it says just in beautiful lime green letters on the top or on the sides of the car, $19.95 per day, plus mileage and fees or something like that. And so there we were getting. We got an Uber from the airport to U-Haul, and this guy, as he's pulling up, the Uber driver's like, "Oh, this is a U-Haul."
Oh, did you type in the
Like,
wrong address?
That's what we want. That's what we want.
Yeah, it's rental car place.
And we rent this van. And it's only got 2 seats, but it's completely empty in the back.
Cargo.
Very, very illegal to be back there, probably without a seatbelt. But it is spacious, I'll tell you that. No vents, no speakers. You can't hear a thing back there. It's a dry heat, but it's pretty warm back there still.
It's still 92 outside.
But we rented that U-Haul, and we've just been cruising around town in it. It's amazing.
Oh, it's so funny.
The first thing we did after we got the U-Haul was we went to Target and got some groceries, and Harrison bought a fold-out lawn chair. And so we just sit back. I'll send a video. We haven't posted anything on Patreon yet, mainly because we wanted to surprise Jake whenever you got here.
Yeah, which was a phenomenal surprise.
Yeah. But you just sit in the back with this chair and you just go. And every once in a while in a big turn, you got to kind of hold on to one of the rails in the back. But for the most part, it's great. So it's truly is hilarious. Like last night we can get back to, talking about your show, but like last night we were walking back to the van from your show, and we turned the corner, and there it is, just parked in downtown Phoenix. 1995 U-Haul. Oh, and it's brand new. We told you that.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, we get in the car and it has 32 miles on the odometer, like completely. Like it smells perfect. It's brand new. Easily the first people that have ever, gallivanted around Phoenix to see their friend in a comedy show in that van.
First lawn chair in the back, probably.
For sure. Oh, it was amazing. So we've been enjoying it. Like every day we have a realization of like, we are driving a U-Haul. And every day we're kind of proud of ourselves. Like, this is awesome.
Oh, it's truly so funny. I mean, it's hilarious. It's the best travel story.
Yeah.
And I've tried to, like, we have some things, we've been documenting it, but we're not posting it. Like, we wanted you guys to find out right now that they've been having a U-Haul a week. So we'll post some stuff now on our Instagram and Patreon.
Oh, it's amazing.
Now that you know. But yeah, dude. But it's so funny.
Yeah, we're having a good time driving around the U-Haul. Everything in Phoenix is like 20 plus minutes away, I feel like.
Yeah.
We're staying.
Nothing seems close, even if it's by the highway.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, like even last night we picked you up and went to Whataburger, and it was like, surely there's a Whataburger close. And it's like, well, 9 minutes. It's like, okay, just a little too far to be convenient, But we're having fun. So
that was a great time in that Whataburger, though.
that was, dude.
The lobby was closed, so we run through the drive-through and then just park in the parking lot, open up the back,
open up the back of the van,
the cargo space, and then just rolling 4 deep in the back, honey butter chicken biscuits. I was like, Harrison, can you take a selfie of this moment? Like, I want to remember this forever.
It was great, dude. It was awesome.
It was sweet.
It's just a different experience, man, in the van. I'll tell you what.
Did you say it doesn't have windows on one side, right?
No, one of the sides is completely blanked.
It's like a Pittsburgh Steelers helmet. It's asymmetrical.
Perfect. Yeah. And so, and it's a very scenic, like Phoenix is very scenic. There's mountains all around. And so there was a few times where I was driving in the back and Harrison and Isaac would be like, oh, look at that beautiful view over there. Brad, never mind. You'll see it. You'll see it if we ever turn around. Because there's windows on one side and there's windows in the back. So I can make great eye contact with the person behind me. That's like, why is this guy, basically held hostage in the back of a van? But yeah, can't really see much of the views. Anyway, we're having fun.
I would say, yeah. What'd Catherine think of you going in U-Haul?
So the first video I ever showed her was we were bumping some like Mexican music in there, just like some like whatever. And I was in the front and I kind of pan. I show Isaac driving and I pan over, and there's like a not a screen. What's the word? Like in between the back and the front.
It's like a metal cage with holes in it.
It's like something you would see like in a police car or something.
Yeah, it's like this prisoner can't be with the other ones. Let's put him in the cargo van.
Yeah, so I'm panning, and then there's Harrison sitting in the lawn chair, like pretending like he knows this song, this Hispanic song, like singing along with it. Yeah. And she's sent the laughing emoji, the crying emoji, and then she said, "Isn't that so illegal?" I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not driving," so she loved it.
Yeah. I ain't driving. I need to see that video. You need to post that video.
Okay.
Once this comes out. That's so funny.
Oh, it's amazing. So it truly is so funny. Like the whole thing. So we're staying in this like really like sketchy part of town. Like the Uber driver was like, yeah, this is South Phoenix. It's just not, just to let you know, you shouldn't probably, like keep anything in the cars, make sure you lock them. And, talk about like just adding to the sketchiness of where we're staying. We just pull up in this U-Haul van. And just 3 guys get out and just go to this Airbnb.
Yeah. Do you think you're more susceptible or less susceptible to be a victim with a U-Haul?
I think more, mainly because there's no tint at all in those windows. You could see anything what's going on in there. So
and the seats go
all the way down.
All the way down.
Yeah. Until it hits the cage. So yeah. And Airbnb, that's another thing. Like talk about bachelor life. Like Isaac reserved it and it was like so cheap. I was like, this is amazing.
This is great.
This looks great. I know why it was so cheap. 1, because of the area that it was in. 2, because it was just, it's literally just 2 beds and a bathroom and a closet.
So a little different than this place.
A little bit different.
Your pool does have a fountain probably.
Our shower works. And so that's kind of refreshing for us. I mean, there's like 1 piece of artwork on the wall. Like you have like a loom over here of some, like they're like crocheting something. Like there's a million things. Like it's beautiful.
There honestly is a ton of art just in this room.
Oh, it's very well decorated. And it's like a hotel, like a really crappy hotel meets like a place that you would go on a mission trip that they renovated for people to stay in. Like, like it was like nice tile, but like not much else,
Yeah.
So, but it works for us. We just go back there and sleep and then we wake up and just come over here. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This has been great. It's been such a fun mesh of just like 2 different worlds. Like I have my life on the road where I'm just kicking it with Alan and Trey and mainly just hearing old stories from college from them and just kind of like trying to piece together who they're talking about. And then like my 3 best friends from Kansas City and like now where it's all combined and it's so fun.
It is, man. It was really fun when you got there yesterday. Like Jake, you'll never guess
what we've been through.
Yeah. So how's your experience been so far here? You loving it?
It's been great, especially just compared to, our last run of shows was in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And this is just so much better.
What a difference in every single aspect.
Every single aspect. The part of town we're in, we're no longer in Guns Wave New Haven.
Right.
We're in like some nice suburb in North Phoenix. And it's great. The shows are better. We got bigger audience, really nice venue, nice speakers in there. Like the music even sounds good in there.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
And that I know nothing else. And so like I think that's how it always is, but it's probably not.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah, that place was great. It reminded me a lot of Power and Light, like in Kansas City. Like the entire kind of setup of the area. Courtyard kind of thing that goes up into this comedy club.
We went in through the like freight elevator, so I haven't even seen the front of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's kind of like this like U shape of businesses, cool. Businesses meaning like restaurants and bars and stuff. And then there's kind of like a courtyard in the middle of it.
That's cool.
But it was the line last night. We got there probably the show was at 9:30 and we got there at 9:10 probably. And the line was crazy long.
The line was nuts.
Like if that's 300 people, then I severely overestimate every other time I've ever said how many people are somewhere. So I'm like, that's 300 people. That's so many people. Like
It was.
It was a lot. It was awesome.
It was also so cool to see you guys just bypass all of them and come up the stairs.
It was dope. That I felt so cool.
And then Brad just going, "That's Jake Triplet's famous friend. That's our. You guys know him." Just yelling up the stairs like, "Oh, jeez."
Yeah, Jake's got his Dr. Pepper, in his hand, like, "Hey guys, there he is." It was awesome. Yeah, it was so cool to be like, "Hey, you just come up this way." Sorry guys.
Yeah.
So, but the show was awesome, dude. It was so fun to watch you do your thing.
Yeah, I know I told you guys this already last night, but I think it was like a highlight of my life.
Really?
Like top 10 moments of my life. Yeah, getting to perform, like knowing you guys were there, knowing that you guys came all the way here to see me perform.
Yeah.
I really haven't gotten that many opportunities to perform for like good friends in my life. Like my sister's seen me.
Yeah.
A couple camp friends, but not no like best friends.
Yeah, dude.
So it was really cool. And yeah, kind of said a couple roommate jokes. I just wrote a couple jokes right before the show to like incorporate you guys being there. And
that was a huge surprise to me. Honestly, that was like whenever you made that like you shouted out Harrison for his birthday.
Yeah.
And I was like, I did not expect to be, recognized at all for this thing.
Yeah. I kind of went back and forth on it. I'm glad I did because everyone
People
went nuts.
loved
Yeah.
it. Oh, they got so excited. Yeah.
I told the story that I told probably 4 or 5 weeks ago on the podcast. Like Harrison wanted to do something for his 30th. I was like, oh, bummer. I'm going to be out of town. And Harrison's like, I'll just book the trip. And I was like, and sure enough, he's actually here. So are all my roommates. They're right over here. Yeah. And then I heard you guys scream. I heard some guy in the left to be like, on your feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
that's
someone
awesome.
knew.
That's awesome.
Someone knew it was you guys. And
that's amazing.
Yeah. And I'm glad you got to see a good show. I mean, it went super smooth. I was very happy with how everything landed and how it went. And didn't get spanked.
No,
but did some good singing.
You got spanked in the early show, though.
Yeah, I did get spanked in the early show, so you just missed it.
You have a good spank ratio. Like if your spank average was a baseball player, like he'd be an all-star.
Yeah, I'm a Hall of Fame on base percentage for sure. So thanks for coming again.
You're welcome.
It was super, super cool. Gets me fired up to go to all these other cities where I'm going to have friends there. And Kansas City show and the Springfield show and whatnot. So just word to the wise, I looked up Trey Kennedy Kansas City show or something like that. And there was this website, the first website it took me to was going to charge me like $195 per ticket. Oh.
And I think they're more like $40 a ticket or $25 a ticket or something.
I wonder if that's because tickets aren't even available yet.
Yeah.
So it's like some other websites like, no, you can get it from us now if you want.
Right.
Well, by the time this is coming out, you guys can get your tickets.
Like the most expensive ones were like $500.
What in the world?
I was like, Trey must be just
rolling in it.
I'm surprised he didn't buy this Airbnb. So
I don't know what that's about, but if you're listening to this, you can come see us on tour. We like 38 cities or something.
No Tegucigalpa though.
No Tegucigalpa.
Maybe next year. So, but yeah, man, the show was so fun. I'm trying to think of anything like highlights for me of the show itself. I don't know. It was just fun, like being there. First of all, shout out to the ghosties that came up and said hi to us.
Yeah.
We got
shout out Spencer,
Grace,
Kelsey. Yeah.
And her friend, the blonde girl.
Morgan.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
She didn't know who we were. So she was like, no. I know you guys. You guys are from the Ghost Hunters.
No, that's on TLC.
And I was like, no, not the Ghost Hunters. She's like, sorry. The Ghost Riders. I know it's the Ghost Riders.
No, that was me in high school. No,
yeah.
That was Phyllis's name.
Come on. Yeah. Easy Ghost Rider. And so anyway, hopefully she's a listener now, but we don't have to remember her name.
A lot of ghosties. There was a time, so the show last night got started super late. It was supposed to start at 9:30 and it was
so
like
late, 10:15 or more.
Yeah, it was like 10 p.m. and I'm like, what is going on? I'm going to go check and see. And yeah, sure enough, people were still coming in line. So I'm like, this is so interesting. But I get a peek into the like area, like the comedy club. And I only see like a few people and it's all three of you guys taking a picture with someone. I'm like, they're just hamming it up out there, just like doing a meet and greet.
Yeah, that was Spencer, man. Shout out.
That's so funny. That's like the only thing I saw is you guys taking pictures with people in the audience.
That was a highlight for sure. He was like, but there were two people I think that were like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say to you. I was like, I don't know what to say to you.
How was your day?
Yeah.
Tell me say to you.
Like, I don't get it. I don't know. But they were so nice. And after they took that picture, I was like, I wonder if people think I'm like a huge deal now or something.
Like, whoa.
Like, do we need to know who that guy is?
He's like, I think he works for Netflix. He's trying to give Trey like a Netflix special maybe.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. And it was really fun to be like, because he came up to me first, like, are you Brad Ellis? I'm like, yes, I am.
I'm wearing a Just Drink shirt at the Jake Triplet show. What do you think?
What do you think, man? Come on. And then I was like, this is Isaac and Harrison. And I feel like he got just as excited.
No.
Like, that's Isaac and Harrison? And so anyway, it was great, man. We had so much fun.
You reposted it on our story last night, but it was funny that Kelsey Settle, who's at the show, longtime listener.
Yeah. Thinking about moving to Kansas City from St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's probably a better choice.
That's not true, but she thinks St. Louis is cool. So we'll see.
She, I think she got one picture with all of us, but got several pictures just with Isaac and Harrison and like posted them to her story. She's like, what an honor it was to snap a picture with the roommates of the guy who opened up for Trey Kennedy tonight. It was so funny. So,
I mean, yeah, they're the real heroes.
And also Spencer, let's just talk real quick. He was there with Tracy.
Shout out Tracy.
They met yesterday.
I can't believe that. So Spencer, he told me he was from Salt Lake City. So he flew here. So I was like, that's a pretty long drive. I don't know geography that well. He's like, actually, it's a flight. I was like, oh, snap.
There were people from Seattle last night. She was like, it's my birthday. I came in from Seattle. But
that's amazing.
Today you posted that you're coming to Seattle. So that's kind of a bummer. So,
that's what Kelsey said too. She's like, I'm going to go to the St. Louis one too then.
Oh, well, Kelsey, it'll be pretty much the same show.
I said Jake might have some new stuff.
Mine will probably be new. Yeah.
So that's why people really come.
That's why that's what fills the seats.
So Spencer, and then he apparently, Tracy met her that day.
Yeah, I think he had 2 tickets and just, I don't know where he met Tracy.
I gotta know. Spencer, shout us out.
Yeah, does she know who Trey Kennedy is, or do you just like convince this older woman to?
Seriously?
I don't know.
Because he came and like took a picture with us, and Tracy was the one that took the picture. And I was like, that must be his mom or something. Or maybe his girlfriend. I don't judge.
Hey, I don't know. Salt Lake.
Salt Lake, they do things different. And I was like, that's great. That's so fun. Tracy, you want to get in it with us? Or whatever. I was expecting her to like also get in and have some stranger take a picture, but never did. And I want to know the story. Spencer, send us in a voice memo or leave us a 5-star review. Or leave us a 5-star review if you're not Spencer and you just want to pretend to be and like make your own narrative.
Or if you just think Spencer pretty well, you have a pretty good idea how he probably did this.
Spencer D. I forget his last name, but
D'Amelio. He's sisters with Charlie and Dixie.
I get that joke for sure.
Well, I said it really well, so it's an easy joke to get.
Yeah.
Dang it.
We went to the zoo yesterday. I got some stories about the zoo.
Yeah, it was Harrison's birthday.
Yes.
So obviously, you're going to go to the zoo.
Yeah. So, maybe we as friends should have been better at like planning something for Harrison's birthday.
Guys don't do that. I don't think that's a guy thing.
As we were leaving, Catherine's like, are you going to get Harrison a present for his birthday? I was like,
Didn't even cross my mind.
Any of my friends have ever gotten me presents, except for that table saw you guys all got me that one time.
Oh, that was a really nice gesture by us.
So except for that hardcore, like amazing present, I never get presents. No, I was like, I don't think so. Maybe I'll buy him a drink or, I bought his guacamole last night at dinner. So.
Oh, hey, well, you're fine then.
But
yes, his guacamole, not the chips, not the entree, just the guacamole.
No, the guacamole was like $12.
Whoa.
We went to a nice place, huh? Anyway, but, so come on, I'm not cheapskate. All right. But yeah, yesterday morning, he wakes us up. He's like, guys, we can sleep in another day. It's my birthday today. Let's go. And to his credit, we probably slept for like 9 hours. So it wasn't like we were waking up at the crack of dawn.
Yeah.
But he woke up at 4 a.m. and couldn't fall asleep.
Ready to go.
He was just so excited for his birthday.
4 a.m. Mountain, no daylight savings time.
Right. And so he's like, hey, let's go to this coffee shop. And so we're like, great, that sounds fun. Let's go hang out there for a little bit. Coffee shop had no seating. It was like all shut down for COVID. And so we get our coffee to go. And he's like, you guys want to go to the Desert Botanical Gardens? And he goes, it's $20 to get in. And I'm in the backseat of the van. So I'm like,
you're not hearing much.
Can't really hear much. And I wasn't going to object because it's his birthday, but I'm like, $20 for a botanical garden?
Yeah.
I can look at that online. But hey, it's your birthday. Let's do it. We get to the botanical garden, completely sold out.
Must be a nice garden.
And so right next to the botanical garden, the zoo. So he's like, dude, I love zoos. Let's go to the zoo. We're like, great, let's do the zoo. And so we went all around the zoo. It was a fun time. A couple of highlights. First, right when we get there, we see the giraffes, and Harrison's just enthralled by these giraffes. And it's literally Harrison. I took a picture. It's a Harrison and like 7 or 8 little kids, like just staring up at this giraffe.
And one giraffe in the middle. It was a beautifully framed photo, honestly.
And Isaac was like, I haven't been to the zoo in so long. I was like, well, I was just at the zoo with my 4-year-old for her birthday.
He's literally just there.
But yeah, highlights. The giraffes were great. We went and saw an orangutan that just did some really fun things. He like got in this little box and like just rolled around the box.
Orangutan in the box.
Had a bunch of little like small pieces of like white chalk that he put in his mouth, and he looked like he was ripping some heaters.
Ripping cigs.
Yeah. Yeah, just a few of those darts. And so, and then he like put all these sheets on them, and we're like, oh, he's putting sheets. Like if the animals do anything at the zoo, you're like, this is amazing. If they're not sleeping, it's like, this is the best thing ever. It is
cool.
You know?
Yeah.
So we went and saw, I think we saw literally almost everything they had there.
Good.
And at the very end, Harrison was like, he was like basically preaching delayed gratification the whole time. He's like, I'm not going to see the lions till the very end. That's what I want to see the lions.
Let's wait.
And so we figured out on the map where the lions were, and everything was in a pretty small area, except for the lions, for whatever reason, were like half a mile, it felt like, away.
This is like grocery stores. They keep the milk in the back.
That's exactly right.
They know you want the milk.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And so we literally like are on like this off the beaten path going up, like seeing all these mountain billy goats and stuff up here. Like
billy goats made the zoo, huh?
They might have been the rams. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever those things are. Some kind of
ibex.
Something up there. Oryx, Oryx.
Oh.
I think that's how you say it or spell it. Something was up there, far away. I mean, but we were like, okay, I guess we're going down
you haven't
this
had
path.
LASIK yet, so
No,
I mean,
that's right.
who knows? That might
Shout out if you can give me LASIK. So anyway, we get to the lion, and we were like so pumped, like. And like jokingly, we're like, what if the lion's just like sleeping, you know, which is, of course it is.
Yeah,
because
it's like 90% chance.
The tiger was sleeping. Everything was sleeping.
It's a lion and it's 90 degrees in the desert.
It looked so cool though. Like even when it was sleeping, it was like this big old like Mufasa looking dude. And because it was sleeping, there was like, and it was because it was so far off the beaten path, like there was no one there.
You had the milk to yourselves.
Yes. Like in this pretty big basin, lion basin, there was probably 10 people in the whole thing. Like,
so I'm loving the terms you're throwing out right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oryx basin.
And
so we get there and we get like to the very corner where we can see the lion pretty well. And it's just laying there. Didn't look like he was asleep, just looked like he was resting.
Probably not dead.
And just like very quietly, I kind of whisper loudly. I just go, Ya Sabanya, Mama Namisha, and then Harrison started getting in with it, and we started singing the Circle of Life. We're like, from the day we arrived at the planet, the sun. You know, we didn't know any of the words. We were just like humming the tune. And I'm not even exaggerating any of this. Like the lion was laying down, and like as the verse started going, he kind of like tilted his head up a little bit, and like. And we kept singing like, and then like right as we sing the chorus, he like tilts his head completely up and just stares at us. And he's just like, it's the circle of life. And it moves us all. And he's like, he's not like making a whole lot of like emotional, like he's not moving along, but he's staring right at us.
Shoulders are squaring up.
It's like, he's like, I know this song, dude. I'm Mufasa.
This is my favorite song.
He's like just staring at us. And then we get done with, it's the circle of life. And then we literally just like, we're like, that was awesome. And then we just walk away.
Wipe a couple quick tears from your eyes.
Oh, wow. That's the best thing I've heard since the Ghosty sent that tribute out. Oh, okay. And then we just like walked away. It was the coolest thing I've done in a long time.
You just walk away and don't say a word.
Like it worked exactly how I wanted it to work. You know what I mean? Like you yell at animals all the time at the zoo. They don't do anything.
On the glass. Yeah, nothing works.
No. And it was just and it was delayed gratification. It wasn't just like, ha, Sabuena.
The noise alone didn't wake him up.
No.
It was the recognition of the song.
Oh my gosh.
It's like Shazam.
It was like just slowly. And then right at the apex, it was just like, boom, apex in the basin, man. So it was a fun time at the zoo. Yeah, it was seriously like a spiritual experience with this lion. It's like, I get it now. I get the Lion King.
Do you want to talk a little bit? Because I don't really know what happened. I just saw it on your story that Harrison and Isaac rode a camel together.
Course. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know if I've ever seen two people ride one camel. I mean, they have a large hump, and it just doesn't seem how it's supposed to go.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
totally
two
forgot.
hot dogs in one bun, you know? It was one too many
it's like
dogs
there's one dog already in here. We don't need another. So we walked by the camel rides, and Isaac's like, camel rides for $6? What a deal.
He balls out.
Yeah. And
what a deal.
I
bet they last forever.
Right. I mean, talk about a tiny basin. I mean, this thing was like, boom. And like, it was kind of a surprising price in my opinion, because the zoo's like, supply and demand is just off the charts. So a Coke there is like $8 probably.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's true.
In the
but
desert, though, that can hit the right spot.
The dry heat makes you get wet your whistle.
It's a dry heat.
And so, we're getting in, like, so Isaac's like, let's do it, Harrison. I'll buy it for your birthday. Brad's got the guacamole. I got the camel ride.
This is everything you wanted, right? You wanted guacamole and a camel ride.
And for us not to sleep in. And so, and like, as we're waiting in line, Harrison's like, I don't know if I want to do this. And I was like, dude, it's a camel ride. Come on. and so, yeah, I just video the whole thing. And I was hoping that it was a little bit more awkward for them to mount it. Luckily, they're both, or unfortunately for me, they're both pretty athletic dudes. So they get on that thing nice.
Camel's been around the block. It's used to this.
And they just ride around this little basin. There's 2 quick laps. I bet the whole thing took a minute, maybe 2.
Ooh, $1 every 10 seconds.
It was not a long time, but it was, I'd never seen 2 on there. 2 grown men.
No, you don't see that.
We had some pretty funny comments on our Instagram about it. People were like, "Oh, that's cool, Isaac and his son," Or what else?
Did they make them sit that close to each other? Or
I don't know.
Dealer's choice.
That seemed, they were doing like the old motorcycle, like, hey, I'll hold the handlebars, but you be in front of me kind of thing.
It's like you take a cute girl jet skiing and it's like, hey, I'm going to go fast. You might want to hang on.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. There was probably,
I've actually never done that, but it sounds fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
Take a cute girl jet skiing.
Oh, it's great. Oh, and then you rev it up a little too quick and they really tighten up. Oh, they tighten up on you. Took Catherine jet skiing the day that we got engaged. Fun fact.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
It was the same. Like you went jet skiing and then proposed to her?
I proposed to her simultaneously while skiing on the jet. No.
Huh.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a long story. So, yeah, anyway, it wasn't like super eventful, but it was hilarious footage. Like,
oh, that's great.
Just the 2 of them. I don't think that they had to sit that close to each other. I mean, I could have easily fit back there with them. Like, easily. I would have fit. Okay. I would have made it. We could have all 3 gone on there. That would have been really great theater, but, I've never ridden a horse. Fun fact.
I've only done it once.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have much interest in it.
Really?
No.
I was just thinking recently. It's funny you brought this up. I was just thinking recently that I really wanted to get into horses.
Really?
I really want to start riding them.
They kind of scare me. I'm scared of animals. Like, just in general, I'm learning on this podcast.
I think we should go ride horses.
Really?
Yeah, this is so funny. I didn't write it down to talk about, but I legitimately had this thought probably 3 days ago that I would like to ride a horse with you.
Same one or like next to each other?
No, like we each ride horses and it'd just be fun. Like,
okay.
I just think it'd be fun to know how to ride a horse. Like that's a cool way to go 50 miles an hour. Like if you really knew how to like ride it fast.
Catherine like grew up with horses, so she's really good with them.
Really?
Yeah. Which is kind of part of the reason I'm kind of embarrassed like that I've never ridden a horse.
Dang.
Because she's like, dude, horses are the best. She doesn't call me dude, but
I ask her to, but she doesn't.
Bro. Okay, I'll ride a horse with you.
I don't know how. I don't have access to horses, but
ghosties do. They know.
Somebody does. Yeah, LASIK eye surgery and horses.
We have so many people that like take videos like listening to the Ghostrunners while tending to the sheep. Like,
you get a lot of farm listeners.
Yeah, so there's got to be a horse out there somewhere.
Farmy ghosties. Tag us in your story this week of what farm animal you're in front of while you're listening to this.
We'll ride any of them. We'll mutt and bust.
We will see your post and then we will ride that animal in a year's time.
Absolutely. So
what should their hashtag be for like farm ghost animals?
Hashtag ghost ride the whip. Ghost run the whip. And then the whip will be whatever animal.
What we use to make them go faster. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think anything I have. I mean, yeah, you pretty much talked about everything here in Phoenix. It's been a blast. The shows last night went great. Trey and I are leaving here in about an hour and 15 minutes to go to our 2 other shows tonight. Just found out I'm gonna have some more friends there. One of my friends from the first Hawaii trip I went on, she's like, hey, I'm randomly in Phoenix to come to a show. So
nice.
That'll be cool. But I went home this past weekend, had a pickleball tournament in Springfield / it's Easter. Good excuse to go and hang with my parents. Both sets of grandparents and everything. So it was pretty fun. Although got the food. Oh yeah, I talked about all that last episode. Got the food poisoning on Thursday. Didn't feel good enough to eat anything. I only had the smoothie Thursday.
Right.
Shout out again. You gave me a smoothie last week, chapstick this week.
Oh yeah, I did get you some chapstick.
Right before you gave me stage stick.
Yeah, I did.
Right before I went up there.
that sounds interesting.
Oops. Yeah.
Hey, come into my room, give me some stage stick.
Helps me get ready for the show.
Relaxes me.
Couldn't eat anything all day Friday and then all day Saturday. Pickleball tournament. I was like, I have no calories.
Yeah, dude.
Inside of me. I had like a banana like on Friday, and like other like smoothie type stuff, but couldn't eat. And so, yeah, I was like, I might pass out at this tournament, but it's pretty fun. It was, I think I played well. We got second place.
And you played in the top division.
The highest division they offer. Yeah. And we got second place. It wasn't bad.
Nice.
And then, but being home was fun. I feel like every time I go home, my room is rearranged. There's something new in it. Like my childhood room, like there was a treadmill in my room this time. Just like, okay, I think this is just storage now. But the way they'd rearranged it, I saw my yearbooks very prominently displayed. I was like, I don't even know if I've ever looked at this.
Oh, wow.
Let's bust out the yearbooks.
Yeah.
And
did you go for the like content or did you go for the signatures in the back?
I was originally going for the signatures in the back, but I couldn't find them.
Really?
I don't know. I went 2010 and 2009, junior and senior year. No SIGs.
You didn't have any friends?
I guess. I think I was homeschooled.
Yeah,
I think
maybe
this is all fabrication in my mind that I even went to the
school. It's just a photo
school.
album of my family. And I call it my yearbook.
This is me dressed up as the Easter Bunny when I'm 8. This isn't my senior
I don't
yearbook.
get it.
Yeah, this is. So I don't know where the signatures went, but
Did you find some other good stuff?
kinda. I just found. I need to. I'm gonna find it. I'll pretty much have a word for word. I found a couple of just fun things. One was just like the people who are involved in yearbook and journalism are not the people who know anything about sports, especially in a school as small as Stratford. They have no idea. And so I'm going back.
Oh, go ahead. I feel like small schools, everyone's involved with everything. Is that not true?
That's a good point too. You think
Like you got the marching band that like there's a football player playing the trumpet during halftime show. Did that
is
happen?
a decent stereotype. I don't know why that. I mean, we were pretty like
Compartmentalized?
segregated in, as far as like athlete and theater.
Okay.
You know, as far as
What
like
was your graduating class?
95.
Okay. So maybe that's enough. That still seems pretty small.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a good point. But I'm like, well, yeah, we didn't really have much crossover. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if anyone on any of my sports teams was doing choir or band or any of that. But so these captions in the yearbook were just like cracking me up. It was like almost verbatim. One of them was like, Senior Keaton, this is like a football picture. Senior Keaton Galindo inwardly receives the ball with his hands in an effort to maintain his momentum towards the touchdown line. That was like an exact caption.
The old touchdown line.
Yeah, the old touchdown line.
Come on, get over the touchdown line.
That's what it's all. Look up, Brock. You're past the touchdown line.
What a touchdown line stand.
Yeah, I mean, every caption was like that. Like, it was just like they just are looking
That's
through a
amazing.
thesaurus, looking for the best options for how to say the same thing.
Right. Yeah, they were like right clicking and going to the source
All right, I
thing
can't
on
say
there.
catch again. I
Yeah,
have to say
inwardly receives.
inwardly, yeah, receives the ball. So that
that's
was cracking me up. And then my sister was in there. She was playing like varsity shortstop as like a freshman on our softball team. It was
Wow.
pretty cool. She was like a stud softball player. Wouldn't know that from the yearbook though. There's a picture of her taking a pitch in softball. So for all we know, this could have been a 3-0 count. Who knows the context of this? Look at the caption. Freshman Caitlin Triplett strikes out looking. That's the entire caption.
Why?
Photo.
Yeah, why would you have... No one would have known.
One, no one would have known. Two, did you not take any other pictures that entire day? Can we get a picture of her maybe
Like
taking
in
a cut?
action? Yeah.
Yeah, doing anything in the
Swing
field.
and miss. That's
on deck
fine.
circle. Yeah, no one knows.
Right.
Or you crop it. You crop it.
Just crop that thing.
There's
Golly.
like 8 other ways you could have done this.
Freshman Caitlin Triplett, yeah.
Strikes
out looking in an 8-0 disaster loss.
What an idiot. That really cracked me up too. I was like, poor girl.
Yeah, really.
Jeez, why would they do this?
Like even if the students want to put that picture in, the person that's in charge of all that has to be like,
can't the editor be like,
we got to have a better picture than this.
find a different picture.
Get
or
a stock photo.
different caption. Just
Go get Caitlin right now, put her in her uniform, and put her behind like a brick wall or something. Like that's better.
Or just a few quick omissions of words, new words. Freshman Caitlin Triplett takes a 3-0 pitch because she has great, plate discipline.
Or just don't even say what the count is. Like
just
say
Caitlin Triplett.
Caitlin Triplett at bat, up to bat. Like, why you got to do anything like that?
That was so good. And then the one other thing, this is one I was going to try to find, but because Isaac was staying with me. And so I texted Isaac. I was like, all right, let's wake up at 9 tomorrow or whatever. Also just found my yearbook. Check out this, masterpiece of a quote. And it was me junior year at homecoming. And like action shot. I'm like dancing. There's like people all around. My hair is just the most disgusting thing you've ever seen. Yeah, long and nasty.
Yeah.
And the quote is very similar to something like, homecoming is a great way to spend time with your friends and get to have fun with your friends. And I'm like, I guess I could have said that.
Was the person in charge of yearbook also like the PE teacher or something? Like,
Just get this over with.
oh, that was a quote. That was your quote that said that.
Yeah. That was
I want to go on the record as Jake Triplett saying, homecoming is really fun because we have a lot of fun times and we do fun things.
It's a great way to hang out with your friends.
And we can hang out with friends who are people that I like.
I would be surprised if that's what I said as a 17-year-old. Jake, you tell me a little bit about homecoming?
So intellectual.
It's just, it's one of my, there's friends there, right? And that's one of the best ways to be with your friends.
You mind if I quote you on that for the yearbook? You're like, yes.
For yearbook.
I just want to be in there any way I can.
Yearbook? Homecoming page? Sure.
Please.
Yeah, I was telling my sister all about this. She's like, I'm pretty sure they just made up quotes. It was one of those things they procrastinated. Like, you need quotes by Friday, and they're just making stuff up.
Right. Did you guys have a fun...
Jake would have said that. He had friends.
Did you guys have a fun name for your yearbook? Like Stratford Yearbook. Like,
yeah, but I think we did, but I don't know what it's called. I didn't look at the front of it.
We were the Falcons. Maybe ours was the Talon or something like that. I think.
That's a good guess.
Something like that.
We were the Indians, so whatever ours was probably can't repeat anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
Sitting around.
The squaw.
Having a little powwow. Yeah. Powwow at homecoming.
Powwow, yeah. That's great, man.
The yearbook was fun to look at. It was a good time.
Dude. So, everything else good in Stratford?
Yeah, my mom was saying she got a thing in the mail to go on jury duty.
Okay.
Like request, I don't know what that's.
Yeah.
What summons. You call it. Summons.
She got summoned for jury duty.
Summons. Mm-hmm. And she was saying, so she went in and, they're asking a lot of questions. And my mom is a very just mild-mannered, quiet person in general, not going to necessarily speak up, especially at jury duty. And which I was telling her, I was
actually innocent.
I was telling her, I was like, because you don't want to get picked, right?
No,
Walk in wearing a MAGA hat, Dixie flag, hanging out the back of your jeans or whatever.
That guy looks like Charles Barkley. Whatever.
Seem like you have all these prejudices.
Yeah.
You'll get to go home pretty quick,
right.
probably if you do that. But she was just dressed normal, whatever, do your own thing.
So she had to actually go in though?
She went in to do the first line of questioning or whatever to try and pick and choose. And I guess after a while they were like, number 13, Miss Triplett, you've been awfully quiet. They said that to her. And so then I was joking that all of a sudden her quietness, now she's a suspect. Actually, number 13, where were you on February 15th, actually? Now that I think about it. Yeah. What car did you drive here?
How good are you at wielding a knife?
Let me see you run. Can I see you run across here?
I'd like to call Trish Triplett to the stand.
Gotcha.
And everyone gasps. There's no jury yet, but
it's a summons for something else.
She's gotcha. Like, objection. That's funny.
Yeah, this is great. You're actually being pretty quiet.
Oh, I was assuming that they would ask everyone direct questions, not to the group and then anybody can answer.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. She said they would ask general questions raise your hand if you've ever been a victim of this type of thing or whatever.
Right.
I guess my mom was participating or maybe just hadn't been a victim of either of these things. And it was what's going on over there? Short stuff. What are you doing?
Do you know English?
Just bullying her.
Yeah.
Hey, your mom drop you off here? Pipsqueak.
What, did you take strike 3 looking earlier or what? Come on. Stand up.
Yeah, come on. You need a camel to get him up the table?
Hump day, huh? So, yeah.
But then my mom texted me, I think it was Monday or Tuesday of this week, and was I got selected. I'm on the jury.
Oh.
I'm going to be gone for a few days.
Dang.
So.
Hopefully it's only a few days.
Yeah, and hopefully it's nothing crazy.
She's gonna be gone? She can't even come home?
I think gone from work.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So my dad was on jury duty one time for a week for this jury or this case that was all about Gerber or some big baby company suing somebody else for sippy cups.
Oh.
And my dad couldn't talk about it until the end, but he's like, I know so much about this random thing that I do not care about at all. It's I know more about sippy cups than I ever could have thought. So she's going to come back and have some really random knowledge about something.
You would not believe the trademarks that Bowflex has.
Yeah, right.
It's crazy what they have.
Peloton is not who you think they are.
Don't buy Tide Pods.
Right.
Very corrupt.
Okay.
So that was home. It was a good time.
Good.
Got to see both sets of grandparents.
They're
all vaccinated.
Grandparents come to the tournament?
They did not.
We didn't get the grandpa bell?
Didn't get the beep beep. That grandpa's had a little foot surgery. He has one less toe than he had last time.
That's right. You told me that.
And I think now he has even less toes.
Oh, really?
I had to go back in this week. And
dang, dude.
Yeah. It's a bummer, but
just snipping him off.
Yeah.
So is he able to walk ever again? You think?
Probably not.
I don't know how toes work with walking,
yeah. I mean, I think if he was 35, they would do some physical therapy, but he's probably just bound to a walker and wheelchair.
Was he like that before anyway? Because you said he had a walker at the
Yeah,
tournament.
I think he was starting to like not move around as well, but like still 100% with it mentally. Just
Right,
like starting to
right.
like, I mean, he's been a diabetic his entire life. He's like 93. So
Oh wow, yeah.
he's like outlived his life expectancy by like 30 years.
Yeah.
So it's already like now he's lived through Corona. So it's like, this is amazing. Like
Yeah.
if you lose a few toes, still all things considered,
Sure,
it's
you're
pretty amazing.
good. Yeah.
You came to a pickleball tournament
Right.
in a pandemic. This is great.
Okay,
So yeah, it was real fun. Quick announcement, episode 100, biggest Monday ever.
let's go.
We did it.
Gosh.
Which that was biggest Monday ever between Spotify and Apple.
Okay.
And the YouTube video was like popped off more than anything ever. I
Yeah.
think because of the shirts.
So many
I don't
comments.
know.
Yeah.
But we got to like 2,000 views within a few days.
That's awesome.
So easily biggest Monday ever.
Let's go. Thank you guys.
Had over
Always.
100 YouTube comments too. We never
Yeah.
hit that milestone.
No,
I don't think.
but we're going. That's our new standard. So
There better be 100.
you better comment again.
It is a really, really fun thing to check. And
Should we say some controversial like takes real quick to have some comments?
yeah.
Take number one. We're in Arizona and we went to In-N-Out for lunch. I think In-N-Out's not that good. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I much prefer Whataburger.
Whataburger last night in the U-Haul.
Yeah, that was nice. I'd do that 100 times over In-N-Out.
Yeah. I mean, I can't even really enjoy In-N-Out. It's
Yeah,
like
true.
I get a
There's
milkshake.
nothing there for you.
Yeah.
Like they have a very small menu for you.
They are
Yeah.
not catering to,
No.
victims of alpha-gal allergy syndrome. Not even a little bit.
You should go in there and say that exacct thing. Like, I have alpha gal or whatever
Hey.
you said. What do you have for me? And they'll be like, I have no idea what you just said.
Last night was one of the first times I performed where someone has not come up to me afterwards and be like, my cousin has that tick thing or whatever.
Oh, really?
People love finding me just to tell me that afterwards.
Do you feel like they kind of shoot us out pretty quick after the show?
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah. Like they're like, we have to sanitize, blah, 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 freaking
Yeah.
Corona. Like whatever, dude.
Yeah.
It's Arizona. You don't care
You're
about
fine.
that.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing moves in this dry heat. So I feel like we probably could have talked to a lot more people if they weren't shooing us out.
Oh, definitely.
So,
Oh, well.
so I bet there were some ticks.
Probably
out
some
there.
tick people in there.
Yeah.
Also, if you came to the first show on Wednesday night in Phoenix, sorry, I didn't bring my best there for a little bit. I tried the dog bit, and I think people were just really bummed that all my dogs died, and they didn't think it was very funny. And it was kind of brutal. I had a rough 3 or 4 minutes, and then kind of to save it with like this old story that I keep in my back pocket.
So you went like pretty long with the dog thing.
It
That's
was
a long
like-
explanation.
Yeah, it was like there was a bunch of different aspects to the story I wanted to tell, and leading up, just the fact that I named my third dog Lucky. I think that's funny if you know the context beforehand.
Right.
But I just couldn't get it going. I could not get it going from the get go, and
Dogs are tricky because like even the first episode we ever did of Ghostrunners with the $100,000 for your dog kind
people
of thing.
still are kind of upset about some things we said.
Like people will go to their grave talking about this. Like people really care deeply about dogs. And so like, yeah, some people wouldn't find the humor in it because they would just internalize it like, oh my gosh, if my dogs kept getting hit by cars, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then other people are like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard, whatever.
My opening joke was that I had and this part's made up, but it was, I'm just writing jokes. I said we named our first dog Ford, which is ironic because we sit by a Chevy. And right off the bat, no laughs. And I was like, uh-oh. I just heard a couple, oh. It's like, well, that's not the reaction I was going for.
Yeah, you should have said that. Be like, no, I'm being funny.
No,
here.
it's a comedy show. It's a comedy show. It's you all, you're U-shaped. There's a bunch of businesses. This is stand up live. Whatever. I powered through. It's fine. One other announcement. We got to give a shout out to It's Santo Mac. They won our tournament challenge bracket.
Oh, yeah.
The Ghosties.
Yeah.
We had like, 300 people and 200
Yeah.
people.
I think that was Kaylee is her name.
Oh, really?
Kaylee
Okay,
Smith.
nice.
Yeah, Baylor girl.
I don't know how
So
you
she
know
picked
that, but
she posted on her Instagram about it.
okay, cool.
She, she's a Baylor girl. And
Sick 'em, Kaylee.
yeah, sick 'em. You win.
Yeah, It's Santo Mac. She won first place.
Crazy that Baylor won the national championship. I think back on it still, and I was like, that's wild.
They played well.
Baylor University won the national championship, though. Like,
In basketball.
like if I would have made a bet between Catherine and I, like whose alma mater, KU's not my alma mater, whose favorite team is going to win the national championship in basketball first, I would have
Taking
bet
a lot of odds.
a lot of money on that. And there's Baylor just cutting down the nets. So, any other hot takes?
Oh, to get some comments?
In-N-Out's pretty okay.
Are we sure the internet is here to stay?
I don't
It
think
seems
so.
like a fad.
Yeah. I mean, do you use the internet every day? I don't.
I don't know. I don't know if we need airbags and speed limits. What's
No.
the big deal?
Seatbelts are voluntary. I don't
Yeah.
know. There shouldn't be laws about seatbelts.
I think I don't know what I'm trying to say. Joy Behar is one of the best musicians to ever
Oh my
live.
gosh. Hit Joy with your best shot. That was bad. I'm sorry. I was so confident too.
I was like, yeah, sure. That's good enough for me.
It's Pat Benatar, not Joy Behar. It's for anybody who didn't know and still doesn't know.
Pretty close though.
Oh man. It's okay.
All right, let's get into some voice memos potentially. And
Yeah, let's just do a few. We got another recording here in a couple of days.
yeah, that's everything.
So-
Brad is on his way to Hawaii the day this episode comes out. And we have to record another episode between now and then. So we'll save some stuff.
Yeah, we got to really live our life before then.
We got to live our life. I'm going to Oklahoma and back. Hopefully that'll yield some stuff.
Yeah.
And I got 2 more shows tonight, so we'll see. But here's Simeon.
What's up, guys? First of all, great job, Heatherly. Way above my expectations. A few weeks ago, I suggested that she write the jingle for 99 Red Balloons, and it was absolutely brilliant. Second, Jake, the way you pronounce the Savo was a little bit wrong. So in context, we'd sort of say, hey, do you and Isaac want to come over and play Pickleball the Savo? Third, no, Australians don't really get excited over American accents just because we hear them so often. And fourth, I really want to be part of the friend group that you guys mentioned when you were talking about all the people that have left voice memos and written jingles and everything else like that. So I'm going to try and leave a voice memo every week and become famous for being the Australian person who does that. Thanks.
Sweet.
Oh,
That's crikey.
every week, mate.
Yeah. We're going to get good at that Australian accent if we listen to it more. Savo. The Savo. Isaac.
He was saying Sarvo, but I thought it was Arvo. I mean, he would know.
He was saying, maybe you were hearing this
Savo.
Savo, and you were thinking this Avo. But it's really
Probably
just
so.
The Savo.
The Savo.
The Savo. Yeah.
Simeon. Hello.
Australians' accent is so hard because it's so similar to British in our ears, but not the same. And so people just sound like you're being British the whole time.
I need like a phrase to come back to. That's like,
Hello.
oh, no.
Crikey.
Crikey, mate.
No.
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 Simeon. Simeon.
That's good.
Should we take a road trip through the outback?
Jacob, come to the outback with me.
Maybe I should go more high pitched like that. I like the deeper, the Steve Owen.
Yeah.
Look at him. Just carefully go through the weeds.
Oh, the weeds.
The weeds. That's how he hides his skin from the prey.
This Avo.
This Avo.
This Avo, he's in the weeds. Next Savo, he's not in the weeds.
Elsewhere.
Did he ask us a question?
Nope.
He
We'll
just wants to
stop.
be
Just
participating.
Simeon the Australian.
All right, we look forward to hearing you more, Sim.
Next week, better hear ya.
Jake, Brad,
Yo.
how's it going? This is Mathen from Moscow, Idaho. I
Mathen.
sent you photos of me putting together baby furniture a while ago on the Instagram. Evelyn came. She's hanging out with me right now.
All right.
And with that being said, Brad, I need suggestions for Dadder Days. I'm making a shirt that says Dadder Days, sponsored by Ghostrunners podcast. So send me some ideas. Jake, if you and Trey make it out to Spokane, Washington, that's an hour and a half north of us. Let's make it happen. We're coming to a show if you make it. Also, just drinks. Let's make it happen. So many days I'm headed to work. I'm like, wow, I could really use a drink right now, but I don't want to stop and go into a gas station. I just need a drive-through. Anyways, thanks for bringing us the content we need. God bless.
Let's make it
I
happen.
love it. Let's make it happen.
Let's make it.
Just drinks. Let's make it happen.
Jake, I would love to see you for a show if you end up making it happen up here.
Did you end up getting Spokane?
Yeah, although Trey told me earlier today that we already sold out all the shows in Spokane.
So hope you got your
So
tickets,
hopefully, Mathen, you got in there. Hopefully
Yeah.
you made it happen.
Make it happen, Matt.
Made it happen, Mathen. So, yeah, I guess we already sold them out,
Okay.
which is pretty cool. I don't even know what there is in Spokane. Mathen, holler at me with stuff to do because we're going to be bored. Brad and Harrison and Isaac aren't going to be there.
Maybe.
Well,
Harrison said that last night. He's like, dude, I come to every show. Like we could be groupies. Like just if we get in for free, we'll go. We'll
it
make
should
it
be
happen.
Alan's hype man.
Make it happen. Yeah. Alan.
Alan,
Our
good
guy.
pianist.
Oh, wonderful. Beautiful pianist.
He is good though.
Yeah.
He is. He's
Yeah.
nice.
Very good. It was fun. That was fun watching. It was fun. Like the third guy that I never even like could tell you what he looked like in the things that I watched you do. I'm like, now I'm kind of friends with that guy.
Nah, yeah.
So
You
yeah, it's
are.
fun. See him.
Okay, Dadder Days, Brad.
Just ideas for Dadder Days. I mean, it just depends on, the whole vibes, but I think just any kind of quick, easy food place where you can be loud without it being too annoying. So like Panera and Chick-fil-A are great ones for us, for just generic ones. Don't go to like a sit down place with a baby or anything like that. But just anything that you can get out of the house pretty predictably, like the kids will like, as far as just like, Panera, they always have muffins. They always have scones. Hattie loves them. Smoothies. like those things are guarantees to where it's like, we're going to have a good time. It's going to be easy enough for me, but it's also going to be nice for mama to get out, to get us out of the house. And then just a simple park. The kids love slides. They love swings. So go to the park, go to breakfast. That's a good 2+ hours away. That's plenty of time for your wife to get a little bit of R&R, maybe shower, do whatever she needs to do. So simple enough.
Wonderful.
Yep.
I concur.
Yeah, that's how Jake does it as well.
Hey, fellas, this is Caleb in South Florida, one of the OG South Florida ghosties, along with Aaron Powell. You can maybe count the Del Papas in there. And I'm here with the newest South Florida ghostie, the Tommy Lee Jones. Say hi, Tommy.
Oh.
What's up, Jake and Brad? What's up, Jake? It's your West Palm Beach personal Uber driver.
Yes.
Intern at the Family Church. Brad.
The Family Church. Formerly First Baptist West Palm, if that mystery.
Oh, okay.
So that's the old name.
He went from First Baptist to the
Tommy
Family
is
Church.
actually one of my RAs as well.
Oh, wow.
And on our staff, we play a lot of pickleball.
Oh,
And so we were kind of wondering if there was ever to be a pickleball tournament, a Ghostrunners pickleball tournament, how would that work? And how would one get invited to that? So let us know.
I got 4 words for pickleball tournament. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's say them in unison. Let's make it happen, baby. On your feet, Mathen. Mathen might not have gotten tickets to Spokane, but he's coming to the pickleball tournament.
Let's make it happen.
With Evelyn. Dude, we actually, a long time ago, back when Harrison was still working for Chick-fil-A, we talked about doing like a pickleball tournament, kind of Ghostrunners pickleball tournament with Chick-fil-A. Yeah. And I don't think that'd be that hard to like contact the, city of Lenexa or Prairie Village or whoever and get like reserve their pickleball tournaments for a day or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. It's just one of those things. It would take a lot of work and
How much work would it? Do you think it would take a lot of work?
I think so. We're just like the coordinating. I mean, day of, especially in the logistics beforehand with like the court and reserving and I don't know, maybe it wouldn't.
I think it'd be so fun. What would be like a good time? It would be nice to do it in April probably, but
April would be nice.
That's a little
if it was in Kansas City.
Gone. Yeah.
I mean, ideally the Ghostrunners pickleball tournament takes place in Hawaii, I think.
Holy cow.
Any month, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right off the coast. Volcanoes erupting nearby. I think that's kind of a fun bonus.
Yeah.
We have camel rides. Mm-hmm. That's something we offer.
But only around the pickleball court. Like, so it's a quick ride.
It's about 30 seconds long.
Ike, do you want to talk about how the camel rides went real quick?
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah. Isaac's here. Shirtless. So get on youtube.com.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
YouTube.com.
What am I talking about? Camels?
How was the camel ride? Tell us.
Oh, yeah. So I assume you already told them we were at the zoo for Harrison's 30th and everything.
Oh, they know.
I'm sure they know.
Talk about the serenading of the lions.
Oh, yeah, dude, that was great.
Yeah.
I wish there was a video of that so bad. Anyway, riding a camel. It was my first time ever riding a camel. And it was $6 a ticket. So Harrison and I went. It was $12. We got on the same camel. And camel's name was Crockett.
Oh.
Yeah, Crockett. And another camel's name, get this. We were on the camel riding around. It's just like a little circle you go around. And we hear one of the guys that's walking the camel go, "All right, Isaac, get up." And I'm like looking around. Huh?
I'm fine.
He's like, I'm on the camel. But another a camel's name was Isaac. So that was fun.
The horse's name was Thursday.
The horse's name was Thursday.
Camel's name is Isaac. Good riddle.
Was it fun to be that high up on a camel?
It was so fun, man. We were going
Hard-hitting
so fast. We were going so fast, and it lasted a whole 30 seconds. We went around a little circle twice, and that was it.
Did you guys say anything to each other on the camel? Like,
Yeah, what was the conversation like?
this is great.
That's what I was saying, I think. And
Happy birthday.
we were really close, which was nice. Like Harrison was.
I noticed.
Yeah. I mean, the humps on the camel Harrison was straddling me, which I liked. It was nice.
He was on like the top of the hump, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on the top
It's
of
on
the
the
hump.
peak.
I don't know why he didn't go. Yeah. Second
I think that's where they said for him to go.
Oh, they did. Okay.
That's where Crockett likes it.
It's the safest space on a camel.
That's where Crockett likes it.
Driver always protects his side.
Yeah. I recommend camelback riding
Okay.
10 out of 10 times.
Get a camelback with you next time. You can get some water
Oh my gosh.
while you're on the camelback.
There you go.
So that is a Ghostrunners Pickleball
You and Harrison
tournament.
were broke camelback.
Ew. Because all he had was $6 in his wallet.
Yep, that's
so that's why. Okay, well, thank you for the question, Caleb. Tommy Lee, fun to hear that you're listening, Tommy Lee, from being my Uber driver to now calling in on the podcast.
We need to shoot our shot more often with just random people.
If anyone drives you anywhere, tell them you have a podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do one more voice memo and then
Okay.
let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Because I see Trey and Alan starting to get the clothes
What's
on.
up, Jake and Brad? My name is Ansley. I'm a ghostie from around Athens, Georgia.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs, I guess. Quick side
Jackets.
story that I thought was funny. During a message I was listening to last night, the speaker dude said something about asking God for areas that you can grow in, and patience came to mind for me, and immediately I hear Jake's voice in my head go, tremendous patience. So thanks for that. But out of the mouth of babes, am I right? On that note, my question is, what are some of your best cringy Christian pickup lines? None of that book of numbers business. I want it obscure and creative, like Elisha and the She Bears obscure.
What?
So give me what you got. Bye-bye.
Okay, this is a confusing prompt because she asked for cringy pickup lines and then said, I want your best. I want the most creative pickup lines you have. So you want cringy or you want good?
I think
You see what I'm saying?
cringy. Yeah.
I don't know what she wants. How about, I'm going to do this.
I think pickup lines are always cringy.
Yeah, don't use pickup lines.
Yeah. Pickup lines don't work.
I'm going to go quality over quantity.
Okay.
Ansley, you're getting one. You're getting one pickup line.
Okay, me too.
Okay?
Okay. I don't know mine's quality. It's just quantity is
But it's
low.
just going to be one.
Yeah, go.
It's just not high in quantity. Okay. Ansley, you... okay. You go up to someone and you say, hey, I don't know if you go to a what you would consider a spirit-filled church, but what do you say we use our tongues?
Oh boy. That's good. That's better than mine. That's cringy as heck. Oh my gosh. I feel uncomfortable thinking about that right now.
Cool.
I feel uncomfortable thinking about her reaction to that.
Well,
I'd go Southern accent, Joe White style. Hey, your daddy named Daniel? Because girl, I think you. No, let me try again.
new accent.
Hello. Hey, is your daddy named Daniel? Because girl, I think you're a good match for me. You get it? I'll do it one more time. All right.
What is that? New accent.
Hello. Is your daddy's name Daniel? Because, girl, I think you're a nice looking girl. One more time.
I don't even get...
I know. I'm not doing it well. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it so dumb. I was saying Daniel.
Yeah.
David.
Okay.
Hey, yo, your daddy named David?
Why?
Because, girl, I think you a hot girl.
What word are you saying in the middle?
Girl, I think.
There, my goodness.
You need me to do it one more time?
No, I got it. I'll do it one more time if you need me to. Goliath.
Oh, nailed it. I nailed every part of that.
And that is what you call quality over quantity.
Yeah.
That's why we do it.
That is 101 episodes deep right there, baby.
Oh, I was so genuinely confused. But
Goliath.
I was like, I'm just gonna keep milking this lion until we get it, milking these peanuts.
I should have shown that you were like that I had a speech impediment with the L's, because then it would have been better. Like Goliath.
Goliath.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get on to our review of the week.
Oh yeah, let's pull that up. You got it.
I've got one that I really liked. The title says, "Screw Jake and Brad. This isn't about them."
Okay.
Okay. This is about the ghosties.
Your
Man,
favorite
oh
one?
man, y'all made me tear up. I knew the video celebrating the 100th episode from the fans was coming, but after watching it, it slaps different. I could see Jake and Brad both speechless at the love of this community and the bond we share from listening to two goobers talking about their lives. You ghosties are my community, and though I may not know any of you, I know we'd be best of friends. I never knew how much this pod and you all meant to me until I watched my community give back to these guys. These 5 stars aren't for them, it's for you. Brad and Jake, y'all are all right too, I guess.
That's awesome, though.
Nice little review.
It's so true, though. The
Yeah.
ghosties are,
Well said.
you're the real MVPs. Is that still cool to say? Mine's from A. Roberts. I asked for a raise so I could become a Patreon. That's really cool. Patron. I love this podcast, but I also love things like being able to buy food. Same. That's why I asked for a raise at my job so that I could do both. This podcast brings me so much joy and has helped me stay positive during some major life bummers lately. I've wanted to become a Patreon supporter for a while, but just couldn't swing it. I finally had the courage to ask for a raise, and thankfully we'll be able to join now. I'm looking forward to being able to see all the extra content y'all create. Keep doing what you're doing and encouraging people to keep positive, keep it zany, and keep it dangerous on the dance floor.
Keep it dangerous.
I love that. So if you're not a Patreon right now and you haven't asked for a raise, you have no excuse.
It's your own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you work for yourself, wake up earlier. Start
Yeah.
working harder.
Yeah, there's more time.
Neglect your family.
I would say so.
You'll figure it out. Go to Phoenix, buy the flight, take the trip, wanderlust.
Rent the U-Haul.
Wonder where the Wi-Fi is weak. Rent the U-Haul. You can do it. You quit that job. Rent that U-Haul.
Rent that U-Haul.
You deserve it. Get in the
Yeah.
cargo space in the back. Get a lawn chair.
I would love for
hang on to the side.
I would love for pulling a Brad to not be quitting your ministry job anymore, but actually renting a U-Haul for transportation.
Rebrand. Yeah, I listen to this guy's podcast. He actually quit, or no. He has his own woodworking business and he rents U-Hauls when he goes on trips. That's his thing. He quits.
Oh man.
Rents U-Hauls. Thank you guys for all the reviews, all the voice memos. We're going to get to plenty more on next week's episode.
Yeah.
That we're going to record here in a couple days. But for now, Brad, would you like to end this episode with a jingle?
Yes, please.
It's about to get loud in this Airbnb, and everybody's inside now too.
Let's go.
You guys want to sing it with me? You'll know it. Come on.
All right.
Here, get a.
You got it.
Actually, you need.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
Harrison.
Harry. Know your role, like. There you go.
You just be in the back with the blow ups.
You get down a little bit so you can get in the shot. You'll recognize it.
Oh, I want some more.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
You get
what
in.
are we waiting for?
Hey Trey, if you can hear this, you want to get in later, man.
I think he's outside of the phone.
Ah, dang. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, way to go.
That's you. Way to go.
Wow. Both of you, way to go.
Isaac, way to go.
in this house. Insane.
That was maybe one of my favorite jingle experiences I've ever been a part of.
First one in Arizona, I think. Trey who? Hashtag Trey who? Trey's over there about it.
Somebody was saying that last night. Is that actually a thing that like the ghost people are trying to start?
Yeah, we're starting it, dude.
Oh.
Hashtag Trey who? I'm about to whip Trey out of here, man.
Oh, man, she'll go.
Or at like the bottom of the ninth.
You want to say something? Nah, you're shirtless. It's on video.
He's married.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for singing that. Thanks, Heatherly. I'm assuming it was Heatherly.
Of course,
Thanks for writing that about my dad. My dad thanks you. That was really special.
Steve.
Episode 101 on location here in Phoenix. Thank you all for listening. I know it's a shorter episode, but you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Listen to that episode. Let's go listen to Correct Opinions. You know?
Correct opinions. Correct opinions. Roll music. You want me to do some Trey impressions real quick? What else should I do? What other characters? Oh, Maddox. Tell me something. I'll get mad about Maddox.
Maddox, you should be done playing video games by now.
I just got on here. This is not fair. It's unfair.
Okay, let's try Girls in the Fall. So let's wonder where the Wi-Fi is weak.
Oh my gourd. No, I don't know. I haven't practiced that one as much, right? I practice Maddox every day. Wake up. Harris and Isaac were like, what's he doing in the bathroom? What other ones we got? Son?
Yeah. Dad.
Hey, son. When you talk about your channel surfing, you should be more like surfing outside.
You need the chuckle afterwards.
I don't know how he does it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like my real dad is with my stepdad right now, and I'm like, I hope they get along after this. This is
It's all right. Trey can do impressions of me all he wants. So. Oh man.
Oh, what a last 10 minutes of an episode. This has been off the rails. This is great. We got to go though. Brad's got to take his shirt off and jump in a pool.
All right. See you guys.
So you'll see it on tiny. You'll see it on an Instagram video coming to you in like a week or two.
All right. Love you guys.
All right. Have a good week. See y'all.